Alright, I'm making a commentary over some of the videos I made.
My name is Ryo Hazuki, and I am on a journey.
Here I am doing a horrible impersonation of the main character's voice. I tried to really pick it up. It had I thought it would be easy because the character doesn't really have much personality in his voice, so I was like, oh, I'll just go emotionless. But I sounded more like a robot, so it shows that it takes at least some talent to sound as emotionless as the voice actor made him. But that's it's one of the things I love about the game. I'm glad they didn't change it. I was worried that the voice acting would be on point in the third one, but it wasn't, and I really enjoyed the fact that they kept up with that. Here, this is the first video I ever made. When I did this, I wasn't even sure what I was going to do at this point when I decided to make some videos. But I knew I was going to make one about chopping logs just because I spent so long doing it. And I was going to speed it up, and it went fairly well because what I really was focusing on was the background. And seeing the sun go up and down, and just they did a really good job at making it lively, and I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to put that in the video and make what this video is really about. And it took me forever. I actually had to do a day's worth of chopping in the game twice because the first time it was cloudy and I didn't show any of the background. Wow. This one has the clouds, but it's not as bad, and you can still see how well the background gets affected. I thought it was so cool that I was able to slow those down. Like I said, it was the first video I made, and I thought it turned out all right. The editor I use, which is the Share Factory editor on the PlayStation, when I sped it up, it did go a little bit more to the beat, but once it rendered, it wasn't the same, and I actually had to realize that you have to watch the final product before actually trying to put any type of rhythm to it when you're speeding it up, anyways. And all the music came from the editor too, and it has really good music. And what I did was during the chorus, I sped it up to ×8. During the regular lyrics, I just kept it at ×4, so it did speed up anytime you go into the chorus. And then I, of course, did the slow-mo when the beat changes for that moment. And right here, slow mode, because I just needed it to end perfectly, and I think I chopped a little bit too much off, so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna slow mode here. This watch was supposed to be a theme through the whole thing, where it went off every day, and Shenmue would ask about finding her father, but then I just decided not to do it. But you do see the watch appear a couple times. This one, I pretty much knew exactly what I was going to do. I think the only thing I didn't know I was going to do was add the little shake. But when I made the video, I knew that I wanted to make such a peaceful part of the game turn into just heavy metal. I just thought it would be funny. I was also trying to catch the smallest fish that you could possibly catch. I've caught smaller than that, but it turns out when you're trying to catch a super small fish, it doesn't. It doesn't want you to.
Okay, can't make this like last time. I have to stop.
This one.
I like making money, but we can't keep.
This one's probably gonna, because I'm gonna do the second island.
I got this.
Hopefully, I do, unless I procrastinate way too much. But this is gonna be a reoccurring theme with the logs, where you just can't help but chop all day.
Damn it.
The only problem is I do actually have to chop the
This is
wood
working so
all
well.
day.
There's so many fun things to do on this island, and I intend to do
And,
all of them instead of avenging my father's death. And that includes collecting some more herbs. So I'm going to do that until our next adventure. So see you later.
But yeah. So in this next
Hey
one,
there. You're just in time.
I
was about to go on
mention
an adventure.
about
Is it to avenge my
uh,
father's death? No.
how
We're
how
going
we
gambling
shouldn't.
this time, and I'm sure we're going to have
Or
lots
this
of
is
fun.
the gambling
Before
one.
that, I have to collect some more herbs. See you there.
And yeah, I'm making the herbs a reoccurring theme in between all the spots because I didn't know how to put in the herbs, and I was like, oh, you know what? I should do that as an introduction to it. Oh, and this, I thought this was the coolest thing that I could think of. It seems kind of plain, but I really enjoyed that I did it and got to do it. And how it goes into that, I just really enjoyed it. Oh, yes. And here's the first mentioning of I Can't Stop. I just kind of came up with that on the spot when I was making this. I knew I was going to put in something along the lines that was kind of making fun of the people who will try to help you but really are more interested in getting your money. And yeah, that's what I Can't Stop just popped in my head, and I just started doing it. And made the slogan, which I really enjoy. I think it's funny. But yeah. And I had to put in 2 because I didn't really remember how slow the turtles moved. But this is probably also going to be another reoccurring theme in the second part. As well as this one, I knew exactly what I was going to do when I made the video. Most of the videos, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have an idea, and I kind of just roll with what I am actually able to do, as the fact that I'm not really an editor or anything, so I'll have an idea, but I stay open-minded enough to be able to work with those ideas instead of just quitting because I can't do what I want to do. I kind of compromise with my own ability and the ability of the editor that I have. Because it's a really nice editor. It's free, so there's definitely more I could do if I bought an editor, but it's really nice. I think I was able to accomplish a lot, and I actually liked it because it gave me a chance to see how I could possibly edit things. Yeah, and the slow-mo. And the same thing here. I added that little like woo 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 when I did it, right when I made the video. But I do try to keep an open mind on things. Most of the shorter videos like this one, I kind of just had an idea and it just rolled with it. It actually was really hard because I have to speed it up at this part because every time I tried to make it where it looped, you could kind of see it just ever so slightly, and it bugged me a lot. And the only way you don't see it is if you speed it up, and so I sped it up at this point and watch it go around for a full minute. But it may have been it was just something that popped in my head that I wanted to try to do. Most of the videos in the gambling section are kind of short, so it was no problem putting it in. And then the frogs, I had the opposite problem with, was that they went so fast I could barely put one thing here. I was making a joke about PETA because they would be upset about frog racing and turtle racing. And then I also mentioned the sponsors again of I Can't Stop. And that was it for the gambling one.
Wow, gambling can be so rewarding. You'll never want to stop. And if you have a hard time stopping,
and I put in the plug for I Can't Stop here.
I Can't Stop. So if you or anybody you know,
which I just thought of because I made all the videos and then went back and made these videos where I'm getting the herbs and talking.
Give us your money.
But
that out the way, I'm gonna go back to collecting some herbs. See you next time.
I just kind of decided when I was like, how should I put the ending herb grab at the end of the gambling? I just decided that I should probably put in a plug for I Can't Stop, and that would be funny. So I did it.
Hey there. This adventure
and here I mentioned epilepsy,
first,
which I thought was very important
epilepsy. They should probably
because this is kind of a
join us on a different adventure.
mind.
I'll be doing other fun things besides avenging.
I don't know. There's just a lot of flashing in this one, so I wanted to be cautious. So I wanted to mention it because, like, even if I put it into the description, people might not actually read the description to know that it could be a problem. So I figured I'd mention it at the beginning of the video and make it part of it, so no one would accidentally come across it. So even if you're just watching it in the background or something and it happens to come on or something like that, I don't know. But it's right here, and this is the longest video. It's probably the most obnoxious. Goes with the techno beat, and this is where I fiddled with most of the filters and checked them out. I try to go for this whole scheme of where it starts with a lot of color and then slowly loses its color and then it gains its color, and at the end it goes through that whole transformation again. Anyone I've shown this clip to never really noticed that, so that's that showed that I was not able to convey that part of it to through the videos, at least not to the people that have seen it. But also got asked, like, why was it so long, and the reason is as much as I made these videos because I enjoyed it, I really enjoyed the game, and one of the aspects of the game is getting the capsules, which to collect all of them takes a really, really long time, and you'll get a lot of doubles over and over and over again before you finally get the rare. And one of the things I did, which you would only know if you played the game, would be that all the ones that I show all the way up into the end are none of the rare ones. They're all the common capsules. And then at the end I show all the rare ones except for the one that is the Ryo Hazuki on the forklift, which I just really liked that one, and I just was like, I'm gonna make that the last one, where he says like all right and it goes back, and yeah, so it is actually kinda meant to be long and arbitrary because that's how getting the capsules were, and you know, it may not convey too well, but I thought it was good. Been trying to come up with ideas of the next capsule video that I would do in the second part, but I just got a few thoughts on that. It's probably, I don't know if I'm going to do something quite like this again, but it may still have some aspects, just worked on it differently. And I'm hoping to do that with a lot of the videos on the second part. Just kind of keep the theme of the videos that I made for each one and carry it over, but make it a little bit better. I mean, that's what everyone hopes for, I suppose. But I do kind of enjoy this video. It's kind of something that you can And it's really where you get lost in it. You just stare into it. Yeah. This is it when the color starts coming back in. And I'm not even quite sure if I'm gonna post this or not. I just for some reason had a hankering to talk about the videos and what I did, and maybe someone would be interested in it. Like, I'm gonna have one that's just gonna be all the parts put together with no commentary, in case someone for some reason wants to binge watch this. It's just kind of I don't know. I just enjoyed doing this. I only made 5 videos for this part, and I kind of wanted it to be more. So, make one like this, and just kind of talk about it, and just how it was pretty hard to make. Some of these, a lot of it took a lot of time. Like this one took the most time. That's because I had to take out every single little part of me collecting every single capsule, and it took a long time. It actually took more time to edit all of it than it did to collect them in the game. They weren't actually as hard as they were in this game as they were in the other games. But that's because you traded them in for stuff in this one. But it was still fun, and still a big part of the game, which I enjoyed. And I think in the aspect of how it was to collect them is shown with how long and tedious this video is, of showing the same things over and over again, because I spent many times in the game just getting them over and over and over again, and it was yeah, it's much like watching this techno video. But yeah, I was gonna put in a part at the beginning where he like drinks the snake power energy drink that you can buy, and then he goes in like a craze and does it, but I decided not to do that. A lot of the videos that I made on this, I wasn't even quite sure what I was gonna do. So putting them all together in like a package wasn't really what I made them to do. So it and it's kind of like a test run of seeing if I could do something. I was actually surprised that the videos I made made up 30 minutes. I thought it was going to be really less. But a lot of them kind of just came up, like the ones in the gambling video. A lot of those just happened when I started. I knew I was going to make one about fighting, one about the capsules, and one about chopping wood. Everything else just kind of came, and so those videos tend to be separate from everything else, and it was kind of hard to really like put it together to make like a coherent story or something like that. And it was something that I was going to work on. Oh, yep, here's the end. I did it.
Well, wasn't that something? Do your eyes hurt? I think I need to take
I put that in there because one of the people I showed that video to said that their eyes hurt after watching it.
See you then.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to totally put that in when I put the ending.
Hi, today we're going to the dojo.
And this one,
the strongest fighters on this island. I'm actually pretty nervous about it.
I actually really enjoy this video, mostly because
collect a little bit more.
all the videos before it, I I made before, and I feel like the end of the videos I made were really better. It wasn't like they were just kind of thrown together and sped up like most of the other videos were made. I mean, there is some of that in the videos, but like this one has it in there, but it kind of goes with it, and that's not all it is. And that was because when I made this video, I was actually going through kind of a funk with the videos of not really knowing if I could make something that was worth making. If I just made those videos just because I had a hunt, like just an anchoring to make these. And when I made this one, I really enjoyed it, and it really got me out of that to make the following. I think there's 2 more videos after this, and then I also made all the herb collecting videos after it as well with my talking, which was hard to make. It was really hard to say things without pausing or jumbling it up and actually say what I'm trying to say. You know, talking off the cuff is a little bit different, but when you're trying to actually say something, I always messed it up. But I did it. And it was so amazing how this went up. I took each guitar part and separated it and edited these videos to it. And that was the first time I actually edited a video to the song I was going to use instead of trying to find a song that went with what I made. And that's probably one of the reasons why this one goes a lot better than the other ones. Because like the wood chopping one, I made the wood chopping and then I put that song to it, and it kind of went together, which was nice. But I feel like with this you can tell the improvement, and it was because when I found the song I was going to pick, I edited the videos to the song. Like I had the videos made, and then I picked the song, and then I edited them to the song, and I feel like it actually worked a lot better. And here, when I first chose this song, I was actually going to make this part the part where I was punching the 1-inch dummy, and I changed it when I actually got into the editing process, and I decided to put this in at the last minute. Like I was going to have those shuffled in throughout the video, and then in the end I decided to put it at the end to make it an actual kind of fight up to the guy that defeated me, and then you defeat him, and it's like yay. And yeah.
How did you manage to? I must commend you. You are now the top-ranked fighter.
Yeah.
Boy, that was tough. But with some training, I was able to defeat all the fighters. I'm still pumped up with all those fights, so I think I'm going to collect some herbs.
And I think
I'll see you next time.
At this point, I stopped with the Ryo Hazuki voice and just went with, I think, my voice just a little bit deeper. I think
we're getting near the end of our adventure.
Because I kept sounding like a robot.
To do. Even finding herbs are becoming more rare. So I'm going to look for the last ones.
In this video.
See you there.
This video, it turned out cool. It kind of turned out to be. Someone said that it reminded them of watching subliminal message videos, and I think that's cool. I was trying to go for something completely different with the rock paper scissors thing, and it just would not work out. And so I added this stuff in, and I actually had this video was much shorter, and it was complete until I realized that, oh man, I didn't take any footage of playing the arcade, and I was like, I need to put that in there. So yeah, I did some arcade stuff, and I was thinking about putting it in its own video, and then I decided that I was just going to throw it in with this, and it was going to be the leftovers video. There's way more, well, it's the same games in in the second island, but there's more of them, so they might get their own video in the next one. And the game over. And I put that there because I was gonna end it
on this island.
on that video.
Did all the herbs. I guess I can go back to avenging my father's
Yep, and that's
death.
me
I'm gonna
collecting
give everybody one last
the
goodbye.
final herbs.
Thank
But
you for joining me on these adventures.
yeah, that was
Have
going to
a
be the
blast.
last video
I
where it
hope
just
you
said
do
game
too.
over, and then
Bye.
I wanted to have one that kind of showed some of the pretty and beautiful parts of this game, because this game was very detailed, and I really enjoyed that of the game. And then I kind of got lost in them doing this, and kind of put a song to it, and then put pictures to it, and I actually really enjoyed how it came out. I think they go really well dancing to the beat, putting the photos in between the pauses. And I just also really enjoyed them doing this. When I played the game, I stopped and watched them do this. And I was gonna make this video and the pictures video separate, but I don't know, I didn't want to just make a random collage for like 2 minutes of a bunch of pictures, so I was like, I should put them in here, and the way that I put them at the end, I really liked how that turned out. And only problem was I tried to keep up with the piano beat, and with the editor I can't have a scene less than 1 second. So I think there's like one part, maybe 2 parts, where it goes off for a second, but it's not actually that bad, and it turned out pretty good. This guy I just added in because he doesn't do the same thing that everyone else does. But I just thought it was cool how he worked on this on top of the logs. So, and then once again another great song from my that's on the editor that I used. I think it went really well, and yeah, I mean, this is probably, I don't know if it's just because it's the goodbye video, but this is my favorite video that I made. Not quite sure why, I just like watching this one. Because a lot of videos I'll make, and then I'm like, I am done with you. I am tired of seeing that. Like, I'll watch it to see how it turned out and looks on YouTube or on the phone and things like that. But after that, I'm like, I'm done with this video, because I will have to have watched it like 1,000 times before I finally had the final edit. But this one I still enjoy. And yeah, here we go. Put this end to show that there's a second part, but hopefully there'll be a second part, unless procrastination bests me again. But so I guess we'll see. And if anyone watches this, thank you for listening. Thank you very much. I enjoyed making this. Hopefully I can make more. And yeah, you see you until the next adventure. Bye.